What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have a boyfriend who deals with shrinkflation, a mother tries to give her son his baby photos, a teacher feeds a kid with allergies, OP keeps her name a secret, a listener doesn't want their brother at their wedding, and a husband wants to play games in the delivery room. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have a husband who is disturbed in a work meeting, and OP tells his girlfriend that his ex was tighter. If those stories sound interesting to you and you want day early and ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network, or you can click join on our YouTube page to join our YouTube membership. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
I'm not reading.
Get therapy.
What's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Josh here for another Am I the Asshole Friday. I think Sean and John, my co-hosts today, are shocked by the last story I have today.
Bro.
On the
Man
Patreon.
wants to die, I think.
Yeah.
That noose is going to be a little tighter on his neck if you don't fucking chill.
I will say that story is crazier than you think it is.
I'm
Oh my
hoping
God.
it's a positive outcome and he just means like tighter, dude. Like sick.
Nah,
shit.
bro. Hell.
She's a cool boarder, you know?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, my ex was a little tighter on like the surfboard, you know what I'm saying?
We can only hope. And you can only find out behind the Patreon page.
That's that
so-
shit I like.
Yeah. What's up, boys? How's it going?
It's going,
I'm
brother.
intrigued. I'm fixated
We got to get to the
on
Patreon.
wanting to get to that story.
This is just like what was the too wet story?
Too
that we
wet?
did
Oh,
a
God. I
couple
did
weeks
not pay
ago.
attention throughout whatever the fuck other stories you got. I'm like, what is the wet story? I gotta know.
That'd be that ADHD setting in.
It absolutely is. Every time I'm like fixated on something, I'm like, the world could be burning down. I'm like, that is all I'm waiting for. What am I gonna listen to next?
Well, let's hop into it so that we can quickly get to that story, John. And by
Oh wait, hold on.
quickly,
Can I tell a funny story about that actually?
Yeah, go ahead.
Juliet was fucking making fun of me because like last week we went to a gas station and I was like, putting gas, and I was like fixated on I forgot, there was like a dog like across from like where I was pumping gas, and it was like, I think it was like one of the cutest like Bernese like mountain dogs. I was like, oh my God, this
Love
dog is
those.
so fucking cute. And then apparently in the background there was like 3 crashes that happened. And Juliet was like, dude, that was just like, that freaking car crash is crazy. Like the whole thing is blocked off, right? There was like ambulances, fire trucks, like tow trucks all over. And I was like, wait, what fucking accident? And I looked at it. I'm like, God damn it. Now we got to do a detour. Cause she was like, wait, you didn't see that? I'm like, no, there was a fucking dog right there. I wasn't paying attention to that shit.
Holy moly.
John is the dog from Up. Squirrel.
Yes, that
Hi.
is definitely me. So anytime like Artie or Ringo or like Kara and Chipper are doing some shit, I'm like, count me out. I'm not
I am
paying attention
distracted.
anymore.
We need to get rid of these actually. Just to,
No, don't. What are you doing? Don't do that to me. My mental health sucks. I need that shit.
yeah. Artie loves it there too.
So precious.
Yeah. All right, boys. You ready for the first story here? Cross-posted by First Person Energy.
Goat.
And the title for this one is, Am I Overreacting? My girlfriend won't stop swapping out real groceries with small versions of the items.
Excuse me.
Oh, this is gonna be weird, but I'm pulling a Sean here because I actually watched something on TikTok, and this is not like which is weird. There's I forgot what their name is, but there's I think one of them is blind, and his boyfriend, I think his boyfriend or husband, he brings in like a grocery bag, and the blind boyfriend is like constantly like trying to put stuff away, and
Okay.
the partner is like, fucking with them and like putting it back inside the
Jesus.
bag, and he was like, wait, what the hell? I just kind of put that shit away, and they started laughing. Obviously, like they did it to poke fun at
it's
each
for
other,
fun.
nothing
Yeah,
malicious,
yeah.
but
That's
this is
funny.
giving me that vibe.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's really. Yeah, I guess you can guess if they're overreacting. What do you guys think?
I'm going to say, yeah. It sounds like a
Okay.
As much as I am anti-prank, this sounds like just playing with
Pretty
each other a little bit.
Low stakes
Yeah.
prank.
Yeah, low stakes.
I'm gonna go with a little jokey joke here too. I don't think it's that harmful. I mean, things
Unless
could
they're
change
throwing
very
away
rapidly.
the big groceries, just trashing it. Then
They're
we have
putting little tiny beans instead of actual cans of beans because they're hiding it somewhere in the backyard.
goodness gracious.
Peak COVID, guys. No. All right, well, let's hop into it. So basically, every few weeks, I come home and some of my groceries are missing and replaced by miniature plastic versions of themselves. Come home from work and look forward to a Coca-Cola. Oh, great. My Coca-Cola is gone and there's a miniature plastic version.
Hell yeah.
Break something small and need to tape it back together. Oh, good. Miniature duct tape. Make eggs and want some Tabasco. Oh, great. Miniature Tabasco. You get the point. Kind of funny, but pretty annoying too. I gotta say, like, if you like break something, you're already in a mood. So if you go to get the tape and it's just like a miniature tape, I'd be a little upset. I can relate to that. So far, all fair play. Clearly, my girlfriend thinks it's some sort of funny prank or practical joke. But the thing that weirds me out is she never acknowledges that it's her. Even when I start to get
gaslighting you.
even when I start to get genuinely upset or frustrated, she insists, quote, so strange, or random objects are shrinking in our home. This all culminated to last night. Last night I came home and I had been craving something sweet all day, so I started baking blueberry muffins. My genuine favorite treat for myself. I get everything together, preheat the oven, and I'm about to start making the batter when I open the cabinet and oh look, the flour is gone and replaced with a miniature bag of flour. Haha, so funny. I immediately call her and ask her where she put it, but she keeps playing dumb. I start making a slightly bigger deal about it and I'm like, look, I went to the store to get fresh blueberries. I've been looking forward to this. Can you please tell me where the flour is? And she won't drop the act. Like, what the hell? Before we end the call, she slyly dropped, quote, as if you need more muffins, end quote, and then hung up.
Oh.
Like, what the hell?
All right, I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah,
I'm out. You can't defend it.
Yeah. I can't defend that either.
I haven't called her back yet, so we haven't talked in over a day. I'm pretty mad at her over this. I went way out of my way to do something special for myself, and she wouldn't drop the act when I made it pretty clear I was genuinely upset. Reddit, I know this sounds insane, but I'm genuinely consider breaking up over this.
Do it.
She clearly doesn't take my needs seriously. Do you guys think I'm overreacting?
Hell nah. That
No.
girlfriend needs to shrink her fucking fat phobic. If that's kind
Yeah.
of insinuation, yeah.
That was a crazy comment.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I was like, okay, this is kind of like a little cutie cute.
I always assumed she'd be like, oh, I wonder how that is. And then like 2 seconds later be like, oh, what's this?
Here you go.
Whoa,
But it
it's
sounds like it's
bigger
just
in my hands.
it's just hiding it forever. Then you're just losing money. You're like, what the? Now I gotta go back to the store and buy more fucking flour. Are you kidding me? So
Yeah.
if the act is going that far, then it's no longer just like a funny prank. It's like, all right, now you're actually affecting my life, and I'm annoyed. So I say break up.
Honestly, at first I was gonna go like, well, did you even talk to them about like, hey, this is like bothering me and actively like, causing me some discomfort? But all that was off right when she commented that whole bit about like, do you need any more muffins
Pretty
or
fucked
whatever?
up.
Fuck that. Break up
Yeah.
with her ass.
Yeah, I agree. And but even before the comment, I'm like, the gaslighting is weird. And then just never giving you the items back is pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Like,
The gaslighting, okay.
a little bit would
Maybe
be
a little bit is
jokey
fine,
joke.
but then to never get the fucking duct tape, I'd be like, you better fucking tell me where my shit is. This is crazy.
I do like it is funny. It is a funny picture to be like all the items in his house just slowly shrinking, and he just lives in this plastic little house.
I'm a giant.
Honey, I
Slowly gone
shrunk the
insane.
food.
Afraid, most people said not overreacting, and afraid lower score quality 2594 said watch OP go to break up with her, and it's a Barbie there.
Don't give them any ideas.
And there is an update here. So, update. Turns out it was my brother pulling a prank on me he saw on TikTok.
Oh.
My girlfriend apologized for her snide comment about the muffins, but suggested I've been gaining a lot of weight lately and was annoyed that I've been pointing the finger at her.
Okay.
It was the brother the whole time.
That's wild that she never was just like, I'm like so dead ass. This is not me.
Like, it's
Like
not
for her
me.
to just be like, oh, that's strange. And then also not be like, all right, this is fucking, unless she thought he was doing it to his own stuff. Maybe.
Be. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, we're all just playing here, I guess. A weird fucking joke.
The brother's playing psychological pranks on both of them.
Holy shit.
crazy.
Diabolical, actually.
Yeah, break up with your brother. That's all I say.
I'd still break up with that comment though. Like, bitch, what?
I mean,
like,
yeah,
not great.
no. She
Nah,
apologized for it.
Yeah, I don't think that's an excuse though.
But no, I don't think
like, damn,
so.
if you're really concerned about me, you don't say it like that.
Yeah. Say, hey, I'm worried about your health. You know what I mean? Like, there's better ways to go about it than in an argument. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely either way, not overreacting, but it was at the wrong person, I guess. So you're still
Release a diss track towards your brother.
Yeah, exactly. Pull a Kendrick on him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this next one is cross-posted by Lower Strawberry Bunny. Lower Score Strawberry Bunny. And the title is, Am I the asshole for trying to give my son his birth photos?
No.
I gotta say no. The thing where my head is going with this is like, wait, would you say the son, their birth photos?
Yeah, trying to give my son his birth photos.
Maybe like they transitioned and they didn't want to see like that version of them in the I don't know what the wording is for that, but maybe they just didn't want to see them like what they look like after they transition. That's kind of where I'm going at with this.
Interesting. That is a wild prediction, but I mean, that could be a scenario. I guess. So
I guess I'm going asshole in this.
All right. I gotta say, my family, I no longer have a lot of my baby photos. They were at the bottom box and we had a flood.
Man.
All my photos are gone. My brothers that were on top of mine, perfectly fine. All right. Let's hop into the story. So, for context, I, 64 female, have one child, 31 male, who I admit we spoiled. We gave him everything. Food, birthday parties, paid for every activity and vacation.
That sounds
kind of
like
normal.
a bare minimum.
I just love this that we gave him everything. Food. It's the first, yeah. I mean,
That fool didn't ask to be born.
we gave him food, water, shelter, 60 minutes of outdoor time sometimes.
Calm down there, Drake. You can't even take care of your own kid.
Don't know about that.
On paper, he's the perfect son. Did well in school, never got in trouble, visits often, sends flowers on my birthday / Mother's Day. He even pays for a lot now that he's working. Still, he's always acted extremely ungrateful considering all we've done for him. I can tell he keeps me at a distance, calls maybe once a week at most, doesn't share very much about his life when he does. When he visits, he'll do things like demand I turn the TV down if he's doing something for work / studying, not realizing this is our place, not his. Last year,
I gotta
my
say,
husband and
I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but OP, there are a lot of kids who don't call their parents at all. You're getting once a week, you're getting visits. Obviously, if he's working or studying,
he probably needs that focus time.
I guess you could tell him to go to his room or whatever, but it's crazy to be not
Fuck
happy
you,
that he's
basically.
there. This is our place.
Yeah. Also, he sends you flowers on birthdays and Mother's Day. That's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of kids who don't do that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So last year, my husband and I took him and his girlfriend to our cabin for the weekend. And even though I paid for everything, he asked if he could take the larger room. The reason was he had severe cat allergies and that it was the only room not covered in cat hair. Sure, it made logical sense, but it still seemed extremely rude since I paid for the whole trip. He's like, yo, I don't want to die on this trip.
Yeah.
It was like, too bad I paid for it.
This mom, this is this OP is giving me like the vibe, just like I'm gonna throw like everything that I've done for you, and you know it's something that a parent should be doing to their kid anyways, type of deal.
Yeah.
Like you owe me
It's
shit.
like, oh, you were a parent. Like, that's good, I guess. I don't know. Like,
She's talking like if this was a friend trip, I'd be like, all right, well, hold on. But this is your kid. So that's kind of weird to just be like, it's kind of pissing me off that, they have a better life than me sometimes. They get the bigger room. Like, what are you complaining? Should you not be doing everything to, make it comfortable for your kid's life?
yeah.
Yep.
All right, so on to the actual story. So he visited again for a week on his vacation, which was a nice thing, but things soon started going south. For starters, he slept in every morning. He preferred to sleep than spend extra time with us. Great. He's a medical resident, and so I get he works a lot of hours,
Okay.
but it seems extremely selfish.
He's on a vacation, and they chose to visit your bitch ass.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. And
god!
medical
Is this from
residencies-
r/entitled parents? This could.
No.
My goodness.
It could be posted there, probably.
Holy.
Yeah, and medical residency is like extremely
Yes.
stressful. And
Those fools work like what? At least 12 hours a day.
yeah.
At
And
the
it's
very
shift work,
least.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah. So
You don't know if that was working like graveyard shift or any of those long ass hours. My goodness.
the second to last day he was here, my husband tried to wake him up around 6 to 7 a.m. to see if he would go to him to his new workplace. My son basically just said no and went back to sleep. I was furious. He can't even do this one thing for his dad, who is proud of his new job. When he finally got up around 9 a.m., so not that,
Not that bad.
not a pretty normal time to wake
I was
up.
thinking
on a
like
vacation.
sleeping in as like
Yeah.
12,
3
1.
p.m.
3 p.m. is crazy.
And one time I had a food coma and I literally slept 24 hours and I woke up at 3. I woke up at 3 in the afternoon, confused as hell.
I mean, that's fair. I've done that too. Yeah.
Not on a vacation though, right?
Definitely on a vacation.
Oh my God.
So when he finally got up around 9 a.m., I was very upset. He asked me why I was so angry, and I told him. He got extremely defensive, saying that he could just try to visit later in the day, and he didn't see what the big deal was. He just didn't get it. It wasn't the timing. It was that he didn't seem to care enough to sacrifice his precious sleep to show his dad he cares. So he was still like, I'll go to see dad's new work. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Also, if you just get woken up, like if it meant that much to your dad, why would this not be like a conversation?
The night
Beforehand.
before?
Yeah,
Right.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Instead of just waking up and be like, hey, you want to come to my job? Be like, no, right? Like I would probably say no.
I'm not going to get ready in time.
Yeah, I'm
You're
sure
gonna be
he would
late for your
too.
new job.
Yeah, I'm sure he would too. The fact that like this fool like visits you guys, I'm pretty sure if you just gave him a heads up, he'll probably do it.
Yeah. I got so angry that I went upstairs and got all his birth photos together and gave them to him in a plastic bag, saying that I don't want a son who is ungrateful and can't do the bare minimum for us.
Okay.
Oh
I
well.
kid you not, he basically laughed in my face and refused to take them, saying I was overreacting. I was furious. I could tell he was also upset, and he just said he couldn't believe what I did. And then she puts in brackets, hello? What about you? What about what you did? And didn't talk to me for the rest of the visit. He's never behaved this rudely or talked back like this before. It's been months now. It's been a month now, and he's still barely responding. I get
Good.
that I may have lost my temper, but in my defense, 1, they're photos of him. 2, he hasn't really shown his appreciation. He appreciates us. And 3, it's not like I was angry out of nowhere. My husband agrees with me, but my son maintains that what I did was wrong. So am I the asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah, fool. And enjoy not having any more frequent visits for your kid who actually gave a damn at some point.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like he was a pretty respectful son. Like, I mean, 9 a.m. is not a crazy sleep-in time, too. That's insane to me. And it sounds like he wasn't against going to his dad's workplace. He was just like, yeah, not at 6 a.m. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is crazy. Also, I hate that she's like, oh, they're photos of him. Why wouldn't he take them? It's because you handed them and been like, I don't want you to be my son anymore. That's a pretty fucked up thing to say to him.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like you left that out of the title.
She about to get no contact from that kid.
Yeah. You know, she's complaining about paying for that room. You're like, I don't know, a couple years away from him paying for a lot of shit going forward. Missing out on that doctor kid benefit. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I'm talking about.
I agree. But she's not done yet, guys.
Oh, God.
There's a big edit here.
Oh.
This is edit 1. I am very surprised by the response so far. Trust me, there are far more examples of how he's been ungrateful and disrespectful in the past, but it won't bother since it seems like I've been judged.
Nah, because you ain't probably got no proof.
I don't think
And then
so.
she bothers. Edit 2. I want to clarify a few things based on the comments. 1. I was not saying I deserve a medal for feeding my child. My point was he has never wanted for anything, and I have objectively been a good mother. This generation is sad because few of you appreciate that this isn't always the case. That feeding your child is the bare minimum.
Sounds like bare minimum to me.
Yeah. 2. I am very proud of my son. Obviously, he deserves the rest. I wrote this while angry, and I see how my post came across as uncaring, but to be clear, I do not mind he sleeps in. However, waking him up once for something important is not abusive. If that's what you think, I'm sorry, but you have no idea what abuse is.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go as far as calling it abusive. No. It was probably
it's dumb,
asinine for them to do it. Right? It's like if you really want your kid to go to something important, talk to them like the adults they probably are at this point.
Yeah, beforehand as well.
Yeah, give them a warning. And the thing is pissing me off. Like this this parent knew that their kid has that type of job. They know they're butt ass tired.
Yeah.
You need to give him a heads up, buddy.
Exactly. He's on vacation. He's not obligated to do anything. You know what I mean? He's there to spend time with you.
Again, the fact that a kid would even willingly to do that in their like adult life, that's a good damn kid to me.
Yeah, it's a good sign they care. So I don't understand why she's crying so much. 3. There's a part of the story I should have shared at the beginning. This started 2 years ago. He was on vacation again, and we were visiting my mother, who I had spent all day taking care of. Finally, at around 1 a.m., I had a chance to do some sewing with my portable sewing machine. I was fixing something for the house. He comes out and demands that I put it away because it was waking him up. I mean, that's 1 a.m.
You're sewing at 1 a.m.
It's kind of wild.
What are you?
This is after he spent the entire day lounging and only helped with dinner. Not only that, but after I calmly said no, he insisted I take the sewing machine somewhere else. Except unfortunately, that area was the only one with lighting that worked for me. He couldn't let it go. He got incredibly angry and told me I was being unreasonable. He was a bully, and I'll never forget that. Maybe I overreacted in telling him I was disowning him this time, fine. But this has context, and like I said, this was not the first time he has bullied me into getting his way.
Who the fuck is the adult in this scenario?
Oh, I mean, they're both adults, but it's crazy to be like doing something that wakes someone up at 1 a.m. on their vacation and being like, you're bullying me. Oh, just give your head a shake. And then the final thing was they say, fine, I was the asshole this time. I will take your advice and apologize for overreacting, but I still think the majority of you do not understand the situation.
And that's on you.
And I think we do.
That's on you for not explaining.
Yeah, you told the story.
Give us the damn examples.
You wrote the story, gave multiple edits. If we don't understand it, it's on you.
That's true.
Yep.
Exactly. Open Silk Robe commented, quote, this generation, ma'am, I'm nearly 50 and I think you're a bad mother too. There's a reason your kid keeps you at arm's length. Absolutely.
You reap what you sow, I guess.
Yeah. 100%.
Sean got it.
Sourdough bread lover said, quotes them saying, we gave him everything. Food. I sure fucking hope you did. Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back. I'm not reading the rest. I know enough to know that OP is a straight garbage.
Crazy to start with food on that one.
Got to fend
Yeah.
for your own, son. Hunt your damn food.
Yeah. Oh man, what an entitled person. Not entitled. What would you call it? I guess it's entitled
A
parents.
little bit entitled.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
little bit, yeah.
I was gonna say delusional, I guess, but
Out of touch was kind of where I was gonna go
yeah,
with it too. It's funny because they were telling all the rest of the world that we were out of touch.
yeah. Our generation.
Our generation.
All right. This next one is gross post.
Gross.
Crochet.
Mm.
I had that on the mind to try and do a pun, but I couldn't get it, so just stuck there. But
Sean got it. Sean will make a pun for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love puns. Right now? You want
we're waiting.
no, thank you.
Dance monkey.
Don't
Zoolander.
string us along, Sean. You got this.
I didn't ask for this. Next story, please.
All right. Cross posted by that tall girl 1018, who we've read a few times. Are they goat status yet? What do you think?
Have we?
I'm not gonna lie.
Usernames at times.
Yeah.
Okay.
No disrespect.
All right.
Tall girl.
That tall girl 1018. You're
Asterisk.
on the fence. You're on the fence right now.
You're on the verge.
If you are a listener, if you're a listener and let us know that you have cross posted a bunch of times, call us out on it. Then we'll go you.
I mean, I know for a fact I've done at least one of theirs, so I don't know. All right, this one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Feeding Eggs to a Child Who is Allergic to Dairy?
Eggs?
Sean's the expert in all
Yeah,
things.
you hate allergies. I knew this one.
Allergies? Go ahead,
Good for
Sean.
you.
Go
I don't
off,
hate
buddy.
all allergies. I just hate
Man
people that
said
get
Just the ones that aren't real, right, Sean?
just the fake ones,
fucking
like
man
peanut
said, like,
allergies.
if you got allergies, then you are weak.
Just
Weed them
peanut
out.
allergies. Don't. I already have enough beef with enough people, y'all. I'm not all allergies.
I was gonna say I have allergies.
Yeah,
You poke me with a bee, I'm dead, I think.
man, I've been stung by a bee. Not fun. Well, I didn't even know eggs had dairy. They don't, right? They don't.
I'm the wrong person to ask, my guy.
There's no way
You're the
eggs
food guy.
have dairy. Unless you made
I
like
don't
scrambled eggs and put like cream in there.
With milk, put like a little creme fraiche in
Yeah,
that
then
bitch,
it's not
which
it's not the
is-
fact that you fed them eggs. It's the fact that you
Some
fucking
cheese.
yeah, some cheese on top.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
I
made
don't
an
think,
omelet.
yeah, I don't know. It's not the egg part that makes you the asshole. It's the giving them dairy. I think.
Okay.
Do they know that they were allergic, or it was kind of like a happy mishap? That's kind of,
I don't know if
Where
it's a
the-
happy mishap.
I mean, unless that
It's
kid's
like
fucking.
this person almost killed a kid. Happy
It's like
mishap.
maybe that kid's annoying as hell. Be like, I'll show this motherfucking kid.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, fuck them kids, right? Exactly.
You
That'll
say
teach
that
you.
when
Don't
they're
run around my
annoying, not
goddamn
when they just have
backyard.
an allergy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's right. Stop running around my goddamn neighbor.
Oh man, that killed me. All right.
It's like
I
John
bet
wants
you
to
this
do to
kid will
kids.
too.
Fuck. All right, I'm just gonna hop into the story before John
Implicates
says more on
himself of
his shit.
more children murder.
Yeah. So, this was several years ago. I was volunteering as a teacher in a preschool classroom in the church I attend with my family. We were in a lower income community, so one of the things we did was offer breakfast to kids for free. Usually the pastor would stop and get donuts, or we would provide a bowl of cereal or some fruit. I started cooking hot breakfasts at home once a month and bringing it in for the kids. Eggs and bacon, sausage, egg and cheese, biscuits, pancakes with chocolate chips or blueberries,
Hell
French
yeah.
toast, etc.
Damn, I'm
God
Nothing
damn it,
special.
that sounds good.
that sounds fucking
That
good.
sounds
Yeah,
good,
they say
though.
nothing special, and I'm like,
That sounds
That
special
sounds
to me, bro.
amazing, bro.
sounds good to me.
A breakfast
That shit
sandwich
will
hits,
hit.
brother.
Ooh.
Bacon,
Yeah.
egg, and cheese. Ooh.
Oh.
Use the waffle as sandwiches.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm.
The particular day in question, I had a newish assistant. She had been with me for about 3 weeks or so. I was feeding the kids one of the hot breakfasts I brought in, and the assistant goes, "No, not Billy. He's allergic to dairy." I said, "Oh no, did I give him the wrong plate?" I could have sworn I gave him the eggs without cheese in them. And I went over to check, and sure enough, he was eating the portion I had made especially for him, without any butter or cheese in it. I said, quote, "Oh, these are fine. I didn't put any dairy in them." The assistant said, "Eggs are dairy." I laughed a little and said, "No, dairy is stuff made from milk, like cheese or yogurt. These eggs come from chickens, which don't produce milk, so it's fine."
It's crazy that you said eggs come from chicken. But I guess, maybe you have to explain real well.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
goddamn fly is trying to... It's only here when we record. It's insane.
It's like a Breaking Bad episode where it's just that fly.
Yeah, true.
This is fucking crazy. It's been
Sean's gonna go crazy.
it's on
by
my,
the end of the
been
episode.
on my ass this whole fucking time.
She continued to panic and toss the whole plate out. I said, "If it'll put your mind at ease, go ask the teacher in the classroom next door."
Does she not have fucking Google or like a phone
Yeah.
or
Anything.
like ask you for your phone? Just throw the whole plate out is
That's wild.
yeah.
That could
Yeah.
that could have fed another kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
exactly.
he's hungry as fuck, being like, "What just
Mhm.
happened?
What the
I was
fuck?
mid bite."
The teacher in the next classroom comes in and grabs my little file and checks what all the kids in the room are allergic to. Snaps it closed and says, "Yeah, he can't have that. Someone call 911 and call his parents to come get him."
Hey, yo,
Does
this
no
teacher's
one
kinda
have
dumb.
Google? No one can Google this.
At this point, I think they must be messing with me, right? I again say he's not having any kind of reaction because eggs are not dairy, so please don't call 911 for no reason. They go and get the program director, who decides that since Billy isn't having a reaction, we don't need to call 911, but that his parents should still be informed immediately that he has been given dairy. Again, I explain that the child can eat eggs. The director looked me square in the eyes and says, "Eggs are sold in the dairy department of the grocery store because they are dairy."
Damn.
Holy, the public education system is fair.
That's tough.
I guess it's not public, it's the Catholic or whatever school
church.
system. Failing them. Oh my goodness. I then ended up getting a citation and a write-up for not following the child's dietary restrictions.
Can you sue them,
Yo.
John? Can you sue for that?
I mean, that's like
volunteer position.
wrongful, well,
Yeah,
Are
I guess
they-
it's volunteer.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I don't
Never
think there's
mind,
anything
never
you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm told by the pastor, who did agree with me that eggs are not in fact dairy, that I can no longer cook for the children. The parents were also informed and very confused as to why they were making such a fuss because eggs were totally fine. So am I the asshole?
No.
Hell nah.
Weird of the pastor
Hell
to agree with
nah.
you and also be like, there's nothing I could do though.
Yeah, we gotta reprimand you. This is
What are you talking about?
this is insane to me. Like Sean said, does no one have Google or
Not at one
you know,
point. Even OP. Couldn't OP be like, Google it?
listen, you dumb
Honestly,
fucks. Look at
I even Googled it while we were talking, and it says like, yes, eggs are like dairy, but people often confuse it because they sell it in the dairy section.
I mean, even when we started the story, I was like, eggs are not dairy, right? Like, I'm not tripping.
I
I'm not
had to
tripping,
double
right?
check.
So-
I had to double check, brother.
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
I guess you could be confused, but as soon as someone assertive is like, no. Or
No.
even if you don't believe that, just Google it, man. Why are you?
yeah.
It's so crazy.
I will say that she probably had the confidence to keep calling her out because even the teacher next door was like, "Yeah, I can't have this," and then the director was like, "Yeah, this is dairy is sold in eggs are sold in the dairy section, so they're dairy."
Yeah. Even the parents too was like, yo, what is the problem?
What
Like,
the
there's
fuck? You
no
scared us for
issue
no
here.
reason.
We give this kid
The
eggs
only-
all the fucking time.
It's the only thing
The-
he eats, actually.
The only thing that's like suffering are these damn kids because now they don't get those hot special breakfasts anymore.
Yeah.
That's
It's
kind of
back to
fucked
cereal.
up. Dude, someone in the kindness of their own heart volunteered and, like did that like special spread for those kids. And as a volunteer to even, be aware that like, hey, some people, some kids have dietary restrictions, to even go beyond that. That's doing the Lord's work, like pun intended. And you shut
Yeah.
them away.
Honestly,
Yeah.
you could have just made the dairy-free kid eat like the prepackaged food or whatever. But you like John said, went up and beyond your duties, made a specific meal for that specific kid, and then you
Yup.
watched your assistant trash it. I'd be
Yeah.
livid. I'd be
I'd
mad.
be pissed.
They ain't getting paid. Chances are, like, they're spending their own money to feed these kids.
Yeah.
Bro, what are they doing?
I'd be like, at least give it to me. I'll cut off the kid germ part and I'll eat it myself.
It reminds me of that Abbott Elementary episode where they try growing vegetables for the school cafeteria, and he like goes home, buys his own zucchinis, cuts them up, grills them, and then brings them in. And then the school cafeteria guy just throws it out. He's like, can't serve that. That's against the rules or whatever. It's just like all my hard work.
That show's so goated.
Yeah. Reddit deemed not the asshole, and front lower score rip 4064 said, so in my local supermarket, the vegan cheese and tofu is sold in the dairy section. You better tell vegans not to eat it then.
I mean, it's a
the amount
valid
of stuff
point.
that is sold in the dairy section that is just not dairy is
That's true.
I mean, they also have like vegan yogurts and like,
non-dairy.
yeah,
milk
oat milk
Products, yeah.
Yeah.
in the dairy section. So yeah, that's weird.
That
It's
is
crazy to be that confident. And even when you have it explained to you, you're like, well,
hell no.
my only excuse is that it's sold in the dairy section. So I mean,
Yeah.
there's no, you can't,
They didn't even
logic
have
does
that
not
excuse.
defeat the supermarket.
I don't want that kid eating hot meals. I'm going to throw that shit out.
Ugh.
That's really, I don't
Poor
want any kid
kids.
eating hot meals going forward.
Yeah.
Is what that
Yeah,
person
that's
did.
true.
That is
They
so
really said,
sad.
fuck them kids.
For real.
John's hero.
Happy accident away, baby.
Oh, man. All right. So this next one here, we got posted on Am I the Asshole by Educational Lower Score Team, Lower Score 377.
I hope they know that eggs are not dairy.
They might not. The title for this one is Am I the Asshole for keeping my name change a secret for 5 years?
Name
Well,
change?
sounds like your own business.
That's true. I gotta agree.
All right. Well, let's hop into it and see how unhinged this name is.
Oh, no.
So, my 26 female parents decided to name my sister and I after American states.
Can we guess?
For $200. Can you guess the states? I actually
Montana
don't have $200. But
and Georgia.
Carolina.
and
Oh,
there's 2 states.
Massachusetts.
Okay.
God damn.
Both wrong.
Fuck.
I have
Kansas.
permission to share her name.
Georgia.
Okay, you guys can't keep guessing. He already guessed Georgia.
Oh, right. Utah.
You gotta get checked. my guy.
I have permission to share her name, Arizona, and I was called Pennsylvania at birth.
Pennsylvania is
Ooh.
crazy.
That
Arizona,
is wild.
I can at least be like, you're a fan of Grey's Anatomy. Arizona, that's a thing.
Damn. I thought they named her out of a
Pennsylvania?
fucking 99-cent can of tea.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like at least with Georgia or like
Carolina.
Dakota or
Dakota,
Carolina.
yeah. Dakota's a nice name.
Yeah. Trying to think of anyone else.
Oh,
Yeah,
New
there's a
Orleans.
lot of them are
Virginia?
tough.
Of course.
Yeah, Virginia's a good one. Yeah. At least those ones are like names already. So, but Pennsylvania is a tough one, I gotta say.
Imagine being a
guessed
kid.
Massachusetts.
I guessed it because that's like the hardest state to say.
And that was the closest one.
But
Probably.
Pennsylvania is not far off. Imagine being a kid
Yeah.
and being like, your name is Pennsylvania. Oh, no.
Oh shit!
How do I
What do you call her?
done.
Penny?
Probably Penn.
Yeah, Penny's. Yeah, Penny. Yeah, my parents are weird. I guess they thought geographical names were cool, but I think there's a huge difference between calling your child Arizona or Dakota or Paris versus Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's tough.
They're massive Republicans and American lovers, so maybe they wanted to be patriotic.
Oh, okay.
For as long as I can remember, everyone has called me Penn or Penny. So, nailed that one. My parents insisted that everyone was to call me by my full name,
Oh,
but most
boy.
people could see how ridiculous my parents were being. My sister, 28 female, didn't struggle as much with her name since Arizona sounded better than Pennsylvania. And then the Grey's Anatomy character Arizona Robbins made the name seem quite cool as we got older.
I've never watched Grey's Anatomy.
Sean's on a roll
I've
here.
side watched it with Nancy. She's watched it a couple times.
I was mocked and teased as a child in elementary school because of my parents' insistence on my full name. They would literally berate my teachers for letting me write Penny on my work/books.
Your parents are
Weird.
yeah.
When I was 21, I got my name legally changed to Penelope.
Oh, what a pretty name.
Yeah, that's a way better, I gotta say. Most people I had met in college assumed that I went by Penny as a nickname for Penelope. Even my boyfriend's mother called me Penelope because I was too embarrassed to tell her that Penny was short for Pennsylvania. I kept it a secret from my parents and close family because I knew my parents would go mental and accuse me of being disrespectful of their choice, which is insane to me because
I could
it's
suck
it's
my
your
ass.
name.
Yeah.
It's true. They absolutely
You
can.
don't have to deal with this. I'm getting married this summer to my lovely boyfriend. Oh, Tom.
I thought his name is Michigan.
Torn.
I thought his name is
I thought it said
Michigan or
torn.
something.
How wild.
No, I thought it said torn, and I was like, what the fuck?
My fiance, Washington.
George for short. So my boyfriend, Tom, 31 male. And as you all know, you have to say your full name in your wedding ceremony when doing your vows. I knew I had to fess up about the name change because the alternative would have been hoping they kept quiet when they heard me say I, Penelope, instead of I, Pennsylvania. I invited them over to my house and tried to tell them in a really calm way that I had changed my name, but they freaked out. They said that I was disrespectful, I was calling their choice dumb, etc.
Disown
They are
them.
now refusing to attend the wedding.
Good.
Yeah,
It feels like borderline abuse. You know what I mean?
it does.
To where
Wait.
where the daughter's like, even as a kid being like, I'm writing Penny on my shit because I want to be Penny. And then for you to like yell at the teachers to be like, only call her Pennsylvania. Like,
Pennsylvania.
it feels weird. Like you're not looking out for your kid. You're not,
No.
wanting what's best for your kid. You're like letting them openly get bullied, I guess. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah, not letting them have any autonomy either.
How old was she when she changed her name, Josh? Did it say?
21.
Okay.
So I know I'm not the asshole for changing my name, but my parents are particularly pissed about how I kept it hidden for 5 years before telling them. Most people I know agree with them. They think I should have had the courage to be honest with them years ago so that they would have had time to get used to it, instead of me dropping the news to them 2 months before my wedding and causing all the drama. Few other family members have dropped out.
Dropped out? Do people really care that bad? I don't want
I
them
don't
at the
know.
wedding then anyways.
Yeah,
Thanks for saving me money.
yeah, less
Well, the
place
money
for you
is
to pay for.
2 months ahead of time. The money has been spent. But you can invite
Uh,
other people.
Yeah, I don't think you have to have the number. Well, depending on the venue, I guess. You don't have to have the
Well, I mean,
venue.
if you're doing everything a la carte, I guess. If you're going through the venue, maybe. But if you have
Yeah.
like your food vendor and like, your seats, all that shit,
That's true. Yeah.
numbers are set. That's why people get last minute invites.
Yeah.
My poor sister, who is the maid of honor, is having a nightmare with this. My parents believe they had the right to know much earlier. So am I the asshole?
Hell
I'll say
no.
no.
For,
Do I agree with your friends that maybe you should have told them sooner? I think that, I don't, as soon at 21, you should be able to be like, I'm changing my name. If y'all don't fuck with it, don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But again,
I guess,
but also I don't think you're really an asshole either way. I just think maybe it would have
No.
been more beneficial to everyone involved had you just been like, hey, I'm changing my name. But again, you're not the asshole for telling them 2 months. You could have just let them know at the altar.
that's true.
yeah. I don't think the parents deserve to know, or anyone else deserve to know for that matter, that for 21 years that name has caused you nothing but turmoil, bullying, and mockery and all that. And for you to drop that name at your own, and you took control of your name back. Baby girl, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit what your parents feel like. They set you up for failure. So do what you need to do. I don't blame you for one bit. Not even an asshole at the slightest.
Yeah, and my only thing to your point, Sean, of telling them earlier, it's it's not something you think you'll maybe ever have to tell them. You know what I mean? And then you come to the realization when you're wedding planning, you're like, oh fuck. Like it's probably not something she thought about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I guess.
It's probably she grew up in an abusive situation with parents who are very strict, and she was just like, you know what, probably better I just never tell them. And then realizing later down the line, fuck, I have to tell them because it's gonna come out either way. So that would be my only argument towards like telling them earlier.
Yeah, that's fair.
She probably just didn't think about it and, you know, knew how her parents would react, so didn't want to bother with it.
Yeah.
And probably thought she never would have to bother with it. So
and dude, those parents sounds authoritarian as hell. For them to actively correct teachers to only refer to her by her full name and full name
weird.
only, not even giving the kid
So
the
fucked
autonomy to be like, hey, yes, my full name is like Pennsylvania, but I would love to be called Penny, and not even giving them that autonomy. They wanted to control their kid throughout the rest of their lives. Man, fuck those parents. They're weird as hell.
yeah, I agree. Reddit team not the asshole, and diligent midscore comfort midscore 191 said not the asshole. You can change your name if you want to, and the name your parents lumbered you with at the birth was an excellent reason to do so. From what you've written, I suspect your parents would have blown up whatever, and the 5 years is just a pretense to hang their anger on. 2 months is enough to get used to the idea too. As for boycotting the wedding because of it, they need to get over themselves. This is a big overreaction to, in my mind. It sounds like your parents need to grow up, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I agree too. And 2 months is long enough to be like, oh yeah, okay. You know what?
Honestly, like 1 week
Cool.
is enough to be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
so you really didn't like Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
What I mean,
Which should have been obvious anyway.
yeah. Me personally, I probably would have told as soon as it happened because I'm like, if you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me.
That's fair.
But I also understand being like, you're lucky I'm telling you at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
If they really want to name fucking anything, like whatever the hell they want, as stupid as it is, bro, get a pet, adopt a pet, and name them like all the states that you want. For all I give a shit.
Yeah.
But your kid,
Name them Artemis.
look at that. Kids get bullied, man, and that's you don't set them up for failure like that.
Yeah.
at least if
I
it
agree.
like that, yeah, the weird names are tough. Like ethnic names, I could, because I feel weird when people are like, oh, why would you name your kid like an ethnic name? I'm like, okay, well, don't be fucking,
Chill.
you're racist.
Yeah, you need to chill.
But yeah, when it's like fucking airplane inspector, I feel like that's a famous celebrity name. Somebody named their kid airplane inspector.
What
Then
the
it's
fuck?
like, okay,
Wait,
well,
what? Hold on, what?
I could be tripping, but I feel like there's a celebrity child named airplane inspector or something close to that. And it's just like, all right, well, what are you doing here?
Airplane inspector?
There's some sort of inspector. I don't know if that's the correct one, but there's a wild one.
Oh yeah. Pilot inspector
Pilot
was
inspector is a child's name. Insane.
the My Name is Earl star. That's who it was. That's crazy.
Yes.
Wild.
At that point, you're like,
Oh.
all right, well, this is not an ethnic name. I can't defend it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, name
ruining
your
my
kid
child's
like-
life for my entertainment.
Yeah, name your kid like Shant or something.
How dare you?
That'd be okay.
Yeah. Normal name.
How fucking dare you?
All right. This next one we got posted on our subreddit by Dragon _on _ice skates.
Ooh.
And the title is, would I be the asshole if I don't invite my brother and his baby mama to my wedding?
Nah, they're probably.
You said we had
annoying.
one that was listener submitted, right?
This is the listener submitted one. Yeah.
And not the asshole automatic. Until
statistics.
proven otherwise.
Yeah. Also, you can invite whoever you want to your wedding. I think that's always
Facts.
our stance.
Yeah.
All right. So my fiance and I got engaged about a week ago, and we're just getting into the swing of wedding planning. The problem arises when we get to our guest list. My brother, 21, let's call him Brent, hasn't spoken to me in almost 2 years since he got with Kara, 33.
Kara,
And
what are you doing?
And I got a new button, boys.
Illegal.
Sounds like it.
Illegal.
That is illegal under the Sean rule of law.
Mm.
They would have been 19 and 31 when they got together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boy.
Tough.
Kara, what is you
Disgusting.
doing, baby girl?
Yeah.
Grooming
Just
is
like
what
we
she's
say.
doing.
Mhm.
If someone, that old, and I say that old, there's a lot of people getting angry at us for calling it a 30.
We're 31.
Relax.
We're
We're
old.
30s. We're old.
Shut
We're
your
there
old ass
with
up.
you.
Shut your old ass up.
Yeah. If you're over 30 dating someone under 25, the person under 25, you really got to be like, why is no one dating their ass? You know what I mean? So, all right. So Kara was a friend of my mother's. and
Even
met Brent at work.
more gross.
What?
That
are
means
you
you've known
doing?
that kid for quite some time.
Illegal.
Yeah, they started a casual fling and then got pregnant. My nephew was born in January of 2023, and I moved away in February of 2023.
Man, this is like Jalen Green right now. Shout out Jalen Green.
I have no idea what that reference is to, but
Our star 21-year-old basketball player impregnated, I believe, a 40-year-old reality TV star. So that's his life now.
My brother and I grew up really close, so I messaged him at least once a week to catch up, but I was left on red.
Damn.
I understood, though, he had a new baby and was busy. My boyfriend and I would come down once a month to visit my family, but Brent and Kara always had an excuse to not come. Thanksgiving rolled around in October, and in brackets, we're Canadian. One Canadian story I'm not proud of.
Well, everybody else in the rest of the story seems quite all right.
That's fair. Yeah, so far. And Brent and Kara were supposed to be coming with all their kids.
All?
Kara brought 4 other kids into the relationship.
Man, no disrespect. Your brother got fucking trapped. That's
Yeah,
4 kids at 21.
it's tough.
I mean, no disrespect if that was planned, but I don't think that was his plan.
No, well, it didn't sound like their kid was planned by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Why do I have an icky feeling that like Brent used to be those kids' babysitters at some point?
Oh.
I would hate that. And
That
I
would
mean,
be
they were a
weird.
friend. They were a friend of the mom's.
Yeah, that's
It
fair.
could be a possibility.
I guess.
the way I
Hope
would just
not.
beat the shit out of my friend if they try to date my kid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't care how old my kid is.
So when my boyfriend and I got to my mom's parents' house, we learned that Kara was in a mood, my mom's words, and was not coming to Thanksgiving with the kids. My boyfriend and I were a little bummed because he had yet to meet our nephew, but we saw Brent and things seemed fine. My birthday rolled around in November, and I didn't even get a birthday text. Mind you, I sent a card and a gift to both Kara and Brent and Kara's kids on their birthdays.
Damn, all 5 of them?
Yeah. The day after my birthday, my dad tore into Brent and gave him shit for not sending me a text. Brent then sent me a simple happy B-Day text.
Damn, not even cakes and candles to your brothers, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. So then comes Christmas. 2 days before, Kara unblocked me on Facebook to say, I'd appreciate it if you kept your distance from me and the baby at your parents' house. I thought it was a joke, but when I called my mom, she confirmed that the only way Kara would come to Christmas was that if I didn't even look at her. I was heartbroken and upset. My boyfriend and I almost didn't go to Christmas because we felt ostracized.
So why would you invite them to your wedding? Well, yeah, you're
Yeah.
good. You're good.
Yeah, you're okay.
She's a character for sure.
That's a reach, brother. That one's
Yeah.
a reach.
I tried.
Barely. We did go, but it was awkward. It was an awkward affair, and we left early. When my boyfriend and I got engaged, my parents threw us a small engagement party, and one of my aunts asked where Brent and Kara were. They just ripped the long-healed scar wide open again, and my heart shattered on the happiest day of my life. After the party, my dad said he would drag Brent to the wedding if it was the last thing he did. He said I should extend an invite to Brent and Kara together. I'm at a loss, truly. Why would I invite someone to my wedding that won't even look at me or respond to my text messages? My fiance doesn't think we should invite them at all because it'll just be more stress and sadness on me. I only ever wanted a relationship with them, but they made it clear they don't want one with us. So would I be the asshole if I didn't invite them to my wedding?
Nope.
Hell nah. And you know
Okay.
where my always stance when it comes to like these types of dynamics. If they don't give anything positive to you back in your life, snip, cut them off. You don't need them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%, Jen. I think not the asshole at all. First of all, you can control, like we said at the beginning, you can control who you want at your wedding. And this person has made it a priority to cut you out of their lives.
For no reason.
whether that,
Not once did they
Yeah.
ever tell you, like, this is why Kara has an issue with you. Like your brother never
Yeah.
told you like, hey, this is why. Maybe we could talk it out. It was just like he just accepted the fact that his baby mama is going to make things weird and just be cool with that. So no, fuck him too. Fuck all of them.
Do you know why I also think this could be a grooming situation? She's trying to ostracize him from his support system.
Yeah.
Common move.
100%.
But it seems like everybody but the sister.
Maybe OP is like, hey, don't we think this is weird?
Yeah.
Like their relationship?
Yeah.
And I agree with that.
For sure.
Yep.
So yeah, maybe that's why. Because they're like, oh, she's the only one calling us out on this. We have
On
to
it being fucking weird.
Yeah. But I mean, what else is there to say? It definitely seems like a groomy situation for sure.
Very icky.
Like, because they're 19 when they got together, right?
Yep.
So
They had to know each other before that.
yeah, it's feeling very much like the husband who dated his son's friend.
Son's girlfriend.
Or hooked up with
Right.
his son's friend.
Yep.
Or girlfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah. Very, very icky to me. So
Illegal.
not the asshole OP.
Jail. Even.
But congratulations on your engagement.
Oh, hell
and good
yeah.
luck on your wedding.
Congrats.
And we'll move into the final story. Unless you're rich. We're almost there, John. Almost to your...
Almost there.
The wetness.
My meds are running out.
Cross posted by the GOAT, Mary Gets 2011. Not a story without them. And the title is, Am I the Asshole If I Tell My Husband He Can't Bring His PS5 When I'm in Labor?
No, not the asshole.
No,
What
not the
fuck is
asshole
he
at
thinking?
all,
What?
bro. Come on.
The PS5 in the labor room?
That's
He's
wild.
gonna be like, well, you're not gonna be like labor, but you're not gonna be like pushing the whole time. I imagine that's what he's saying.
I can play some Fortnite, right?
What a fucking
Jeebus.
Oh, fuck. All right. So basically, it's what the title says. We're done. Not the
Oh,
asshole.
sick.
Let's go home, everyone.
Sometimes you try to trick us. Not this time.
No, not this time. Just a note, my husband loves me very much and is an amazing man. He is very involved in my pregnancy, has come to every appointment he can get off work for, and is super excited to be a dad. Anyway, tonight we were talking about when I will be in labor, and he asked if he could bring his PS5 to the hospital to play it while I'm sleeping or something, not while I'm actively laboring. My opinion is that I'm the one suffering. If I'm the one suffering, the least he can do is be present with me in it. I doubt I will sleep very much as I will be in labor. He thinks that because I have an epidural, I'll be able to sleep. I think he is wondering what he will do if my labor extends to around 30 hours like my sister's did. I respect that, but my question is, what will I be doing? I get he might feel bored, but I am going to be the one pushing a baby out.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I tell him I'm not comfortable with it, he would respect that. I'm just posting here with his knowledge because we both want to be right, to be completely honest. That being said, we're both open to being proved wrong, so Reddit, am I the asshole?
I hope you're right in saying that y'all are both okay with being wrong. You're definitely right, by the way.
Yeah.
You're the one pushing. For sure.
Yeah. Go. You got to respect that, I don't know, that he's cool with being wrong, or the fact that he asked instead of just being like, oh my God, we got to go now. I'm giving birth. He's like, all right, let me pack up my PS5. Like that would be even worse than I guess asking.
True.
But yeah, kind of a dumbass question, in my opinion, because clearly no, right? Like if you had to ask, you're probably sure that it's not right. Because if you could bring a book, maybe
Sure.
yeah, or you have your phone.
Play
But to
mobile
fucking-
games as a compromise.
Yeah, fucking buy one of those PSP portable ones. But yeah, insane to, I don't know. If you have to ask, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Whip it out while she's asleep, maybe.
Wait a minute. Pause.
No, whip out the PlayStation. Whip out the PlayStation.
Wait a
We ain't
minute.
playing those kind of games,
Whip
Sean.
out the PlayStation.
Bro, she just pushed one out. You're whipping it out already? God damn,
The
give her a break.
PlayStation. God fucking damn it. But yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, if you have to ask, then you probably know the answer already.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like, this dude doesn't sound evil. He just
No.
sound like dumb as hell.
No.
And he's just like,
little
oh
dumb.
shit. Oh shit. Like, what am I gonna do to boredom? Like, bro, support your fucking wife. She pushing like for how many hours or so. Least you can do is support her there. And yes, if she does fall asleep, then go pull out like your phone and all that. You know, there's emulators that you can install in your phones now if you
Yeah.
really want a game at some point.
Yeah.
I have a fucking Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone, so anytime like I'm bored, I just like play that.
Shout out
you know,
Delta,
like, when-
not a sponsor.
Oh, I know. That's exactly what I have, brother. Yeah. So like, there's happy compromises that that you can have with that, but a whole ass PS5 where you could be bringing other like some sort of bags in the room while your wife is there, kind of insane. And
Something small,
also that-
man.
exactly. Also that too, it's that whole being active part, right? So like when, let's say, even if your wife is sleeping, like, you maybe the kid is there. Just be present for the kid and like actively pay attention to them during that time instead of being distracted in the game. You'll have plenty of chances to play in the future. Maybe not, but hey,
Probably not.
y'all made an adult choice to like bring a kid to the world, and sometimes PS5 not being able to be playing, it's a sacrifice you got to make. So, not the asshole at all for asking.
Yeah. Because all I'm saying is like, if you brought a book, if I saw the book while I was pushing, I wouldn't get mad. If I was pushing and even if you're not playing the PS5, just seeing the PS5 would fucking piss me off, if I'm being completely honest. So I totally understand OP being like, no, obviously not.
Yeah. Yeah, I had something to say, but you cut in and I forget what I was going to say.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. But I got another story for you in the comments. Sufficient lower score energy, lower score 3-2 in our comments said, ready for a long story / rant.
Whoa.
Ooh,
When I had my last baby, my ex decided the one thing that would really help while I was in active labor is to play Monster Hunter on the Switch.
damn, good game though. Not gonna lie, but god damn,
While she's mid push is wild.
Mid pushing, yeah.
it's wild.
I was having blackout contractions for about 12 hours. At least once every 15 minutes, he would say, "Let's play a game. That always calms you down." Or, "Can I play my game?"
Got
There's nothing for
games,
me to
Mom?
do.
You got games on here?
Followed by a huffy stomp away tantrum when the only response I
Stop
could
it.
muster was, "Fuck off, you selfish fucking dumbass."
Wild to get fuck off, you selfish dumbass. And then like an hour later be like, seems like you could play a game right now.
Can we play some games? We're not done yet.
Oh my god.
He asked the nurse that was holding my barf tray to move so that he could get the TV's HDMI cord.
What a fucking dumbass.
The only monster we should be hunting is your stupid ass husband.
Oh my God.
Goodness gracious.
I got a controller shoved in my face while I was signing the documents to approve an emergency C-section. Oh,
Brother.
and if that wasn't enough, the cherry on top. The first conversation he had with me after I got out of recovery was him telling me that he didn't actually get any paternity leave. He actually got fired because he complained too much about the music they played at the warehouse.
Wait,
I had
sue
to
them.
comfort-
Wrongful termination, right? Like you can.
Well, I don't. That's what he says.
I
He got
mean,
fired, so he didn't
I
actually have
don't think that's the only reason that they probably got fired based on what this person's character is kind of like.
He's
was
probably playing
probably
Monster Hunter
deserved.
while working.
You probably deserve getting terminated. Bitching about shit is probably an excuse.
Yeah. Hey, I know we got to pack some trucks, but you guys want to play Monster Hunter right now? That always calms you down.
Hey, move, bitch. I'm trying to put my HDMI cable here.
Also, to lie to your wife right before you're about to have a baby. that
Yeah.
You have a job in paternity leave. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to comfort him after going through major abdominal surgery and while struggling with breastfeeding a new baby. Dude was an actual man child, and I'm so proud of myself for leaving him behind.
Fuck yeah.
Jeebus. Good for you.
Yeah. And that was that little bonus story in the comments I got to
Oh
read.
my
Goodness.
God. That
Enjoy.
story was worse than the actual story.
Yeah.
I know. So
The actual story
worse.
is a little wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fucking communicated and, they were like, okay, yeah, whatever you say goes. I just got to ask.
Yeah, they posted it on Reddit together, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you love to see it.
Yeah. Oh, man. I knew that
My-
would enrage you, but
God, I did not
God
expect
damn.
that fucking comment / story.
all right. And that is it for this episode, Wikimaniacs. What did you think? Were these people assholes? Let us know down in the comments on YouTube, Discord, or our subreddit. If you want to hear more and a story where we side with a guy who tells his girlfriend that his ex was tighter, we side with that guy.
That
Maybe it's 'cause
story
he
was
was like-
tight AF.
She's tighter, dude.
She's so tight, dude. But if you want to hear how we sided with that guy, head on over to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. You can unlock bonus episodes as well as extra stories every Friday and Monday. But yeah, thank you, John and Sean, for another amazing episode. And we'll see you on Monday. Bye. Tight, dude.
Keep it tight, dude.
Tight, dude.
Hit